The use of layers in InDesign is very easy. I'm just going to take this image and kind of put it over here and right click on it and do another fitting content proportional. So I have it, and I'm going to have a clone of it. So what I'm going to do is use Alt and click and drag it over. So now I have two. And I have two up here. Well, what I'm going to do is put one on one layer and one on another. So here I have layers. Right now, these are all on the same layer, and I know that because if I click on them, the outside edge is blue. This indicates they are on the blue layer. Okay. Now, I can actually go in between and switch this out to whatever color I want, like yellow if I wanted to, and now it's yellow and everything's yellow. That's kind of arbitrary. But if I go in here and make a new layer, now I have things on a yellow layer, but nothing on a blue layer. So if I click something, like the one on the left, and take this little dot and drag it up to the blue layer, that places this on the blue layer. Okay, now I know that this one's on the blue layer because the outside edge is blue. This one's on the yellow layer because its outside edge is yellow. What's the advantage of layers? Well, I can lock them out. So if I don't want anything to happen to certain articles or certain things on my document, this is a great way to protect them. Especially if you have multiple things at once. Take this for example. I have like 4 shapes here, right? And let's say one of them's filled with black. Another one is filled with blue. And one of them is filled with green. These are all on the same layer. So if I go to touch one of them, I'm going to touch any of the other ones. Well, if I had 3 layers, I can quickly take this one and put it on its own layer. This one, put it on its own layer. And this one, put it on its own layer. But you notice something, they disappeared. And why is that? Well, layers abide by layers. Okay, so in other words, this layer is always on top. If I want it to be on the bottom, I can click and drag it. This one, I can click and drag it down. Now you can see it's back to normal. So your layers take the property of actual layers. You know, whatever's on the top is on the top, whatever's on the bottom is on the bottom. So if things start disappearing, that's why. Now I can lock out certain shapes. In this case, I have the red square or a red rectangle, but I can't click any of the other rectangles. Okay, so that is layers and how to use them. Enjoy.